Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Muphidaht and I would like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. Also click on the bell notification button so you get notified each time I post. So today we're going to be doing a full face makeup tutorial. This is going to be super beginner friendly and we're not going to be using any lash extensions in this video. A while ago I got a couple of comments from you guys asking me to do more, looks without lashes. So today we're gonna be doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna be creating a look. If you want to see how this video goes down, carry on watching and let's get right into it.
Caught me at the right time, baby. Oh, I was at the end.
Okay guys, so we are starting off with concealing the brows. I'm going to use the Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is probably 2 shades lighter than me, so I'm going to use that to clean up the bottom part of my brows. I'm also going to buff out the concealer with my brush from Real Techniques. For primer today, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm going to apply that all over my skin. For foundation, I'm using the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation in the shade Cinnamon. I'm going to apply that all over my skin and buff it in with my Real Techniques brush. I'm gonna go all over my face with my sponge just to pick up any excesses and buff the foundation in as well. For concealer today, I'm going to be using two. I'm going to start off with a very light shade. This is from ELF. It's the ELF Camel Concealer. And I'm going to put the Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch underneath my eyes as well. And put that everywhere else on my face. For cream contour, I'm using one from Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation in the shade Sokoto. I'm going to put that onto the cheekbones and my forehead and temples. I'm going to avoid my chin, but I would use my brush that I'm using to blend out the contour to put just a little bit of product on my chin and jawline area so that the place doesn't look so muddy. I allowed the concealer to sit a bit so that it can thicken up and give me a very bright and nice coverage. So I'm just buffing it out with a brush. This gives me coverage as well as helps to blend out the concealer and give it an airbrushed look. I'm going all over the concealer with a sponge as well to blend it out and to pick up any excesses. This is going to pick up excess products and allow it to look airbrushed as usual. You guys always compliment my blending skills. It's because I combine the use of brushes and sponges. If you learn how to blend the two, your foundation and base work is going to be so amazing. Talking about getting your base to look flawless, you should always go back and forth with the brushes, not with extra product, just with the brushes that you use to blend out your cream contour and foundation, so that you go over the harsh lines to pick up excesses and to make sure everything is blending into one another so your face looks flawless and it looks just really airbrushed. So I'm going to go over my under eye area and over my eyelids right before I set it with some powder just to iron out any creases. For powder, I'm using one from Laura Mercier in the shade Translucent Honey. I'm going to push that everywhere else that I applied concealer just to set all the creams. I'm using my damp sponge from Real Techniques.
Don't be dishonest. Still not understanding this logic. I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me be better. I wanna give you better. Baby, it's whatever. Somebody gotta step up. Somebody's on next up. Damn if I let them catch. It's easy to see that you're fitter. I am on a whole nother level. Really don't want your
set the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the LA Pro powder in the shade Classic Tan. I'm gonna use my brush from Zoeva and I'm gonna push that everywhere else on my face to set the liquid foundation that I applied onto my skin. Now I have oily skin and I definitely use a pressed powder to set my foundation, and I like to use a loose powder to set my cream concealers. This works best for me. In the future I would film a video going into detail about powder, so look out for that. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Cocoa Nutty. I'm also gonna apply that everywhere else that I applied my cream contour, just to enhance warmth of my face and just to enhance the contour in general. I'm also gonna go over my nose just to contour it just a tad bit. I'm starting from the base of the beginning of my brows down to the sides of the bridge of my nose. This is the easiest way I found to contour my nose, so you can pick up this technique or do what suits you. I'm gonna clean up the sides of the bridge of my nose with the powder that I used to bake, which is from Laura Mercier, and I'm gonna bake under my eyes and clean up just a little bit under the contour, which is the reverse contouring. I like to bake just cause it helps my makeup stay longer and it just gives me a flawless base. If you have dry skin, you should avoid baking. If you have oily skin, I definitely advise you to bake. And I find it a little weird that I am putting powder on the sides of my mouth. This is because I have smile lines and I need to set that area to prevent it from creasing. I'm using the brush I used to contour my nose just to clean up the nose contour so that it stays snatched. For my brows, I'm using one from Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt brow pencil, I believe, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows slightly. For eyeshadow today, I'm going in with a dark burgundy color from the Jessica X Evita Joseph eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna stamp that all over my eyelid just to make sure my eyelids are very well covered. I really love this look. I feel like it just gives a very warm, nice, dark, classy look, and the lip color that I picked out will just match really well with this eye color. This is a very simple smoky eye look. I'm also going to go in with that light burgundy shade into my crease just to make sure there's a gradient going on and to make sure that my eyelid color blends into the crease. Now you want to make sure to use a fluffy brush to blend out your crease area so that it blends out and spreads out very easily. I'm going into that matte black color right there to line my eyelids. I figured it's easier to use a matte color to line the eyelids instead of a liquid, especially for beginners. So you want to use a thin brush and line as close to your lash line as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. Also, you can skip this step altogether. I prefer to use a color onto my lash line just because I don't have a lot of eyelashes. This look doesn't go with eyelashes, or I decided not to apply eyelashes with this look. You can definitely apply eyelashes. This was my choice, and I figured using a black eyeliner on my lash line would pull everything together. I'm also gonna tightline my eyes with a dark pencil just to bring everything together to give this look a little bit of a smoky effect. And I'm going back in with the color I used in my crease to smoke out my lower lash line. Now I'm going all over my face with my powder brush to dust off any excesses. I didn't go in with excess powder. I'm literally just using the brush that I used earlier just to blend everything in. For blush today, I'm using one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Cheek to Chic Pillow Talk blush. I am putting that on the apples of my cheeks and the tip of my nose as usual. For my under eye area, this is a step that I picked up. I'm using a really light powder from Maybelline. This is the Super Stay powder. I am literally just blending the powder under my eyes into my skin, and I am pushing the powder into my skin as well. You want to be very light-handed with this. Now to set everything in place, I'm using the MAC Fix Plus spray. For mascara, I'm using one from Huda Beauty. This is an amazing mascara that I use when I'm not wearing eyelashes. For highlighter, I'm using one from MAC Cosmetics. I'm gonna put that on my brow bones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, as well as my cupid's bow and high points of my cheekbones. For my lips, I'm gonna be lining them with my Fenty Stunner lip paint in the shade Unveil. I'm also gonna go over with a dark brown pencil just to overline my lips a tad bit. For the center of my lip, I'm using the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Heathers or Heathers. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, so please forgive me if I made a mistake. This is a very beautiful color and it definitely matches well with the eyeshadow that I picked out today. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. I really love how this look came together. It's just, you know, my type of vibe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.
Baby, it's whatever. Somebody gotta step up. Somebody's on next up. Damn if I let them catch. It's easy to see that you fit up. I am on a whole nother level. Really don't fuck your petition letter. Fucking girl, I guess you didn't know any better. Haven't didn't show any effort. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that hold me together. Lately you say you've been killing the vibe. Gotta be sick of this tight. Pull up skirt, get in the right. Left hand is steering, the other is moving.